Hi there, welcome back for this week's Stamp Crit Repeat video for your next stamp. I am going to be sharing a really sweet little card today. This is a cute little baby card and it's a trifold card, so it closes and then it kind of opens up to reveal like this little surprise and this whole little train cart coming behind it. So I'll hold it up so you can see each of the parts up close. So cute. I had so much fun making this, and then I left a lot of space at the top there so that there would be room to write a message for the recipient. I like to write lots of like letters or like notes inside of cards that I give, so I thought that would be perfect to have that space up there. So I'll start by sharing with you the products I used. I used the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink and the wire snips, and all this will be linked in the description box below for you so you can find it over in the Your Next Stamp store. I also used my Fiskars paper trimmer, and then I also use my bone folder to crease the card. I used 2 sets of gumdrops. I used a whole bunch of gumdrops on the wheels, and I think it just looks so cool and dimensional. And then I used some sparkly ones to add in some color there at the top. So the sparkly ones are from this set here. I love this set so much. This is the Magical Pastel set. And then this one, I only have one little guy left there. This was the Crystal Clear and Sparkle set, and that's what I used for the little wheels. I just used the clear gumdrops there. Then for the stamp set, I used 3 different stamp sets. I used this new one called All Aboard Bouncing Baby. This is one of the add-on sets, and it is so cute. It has just so much packed cuteness here of baby girl and baby boy images, and it's just so sweet to be able to take these images and use the All Aboard train set to make a little baby card. And I did use the Welcome Baby sentiment as well. And then there's a ton of coordinating dies that cut out all of the little pieces for you, even the little clouds they cut out. So I used those as well. This is the All Aboard stamp set. This is the main stamp set. So this was the one where you get the front of the train and you also get some carts, and then that cute little conductor there came from the baby set, and you're just able to add it on. And there is just so many cute Your Next Stamp All Aboard sets. They are just each cuter than the next, and I just love how you can add on to each of the sets. I also used the coordinating dies for that one. And then this is the All Aboard train cart set. And you just get so much packed on here. I just love being able to customize your own card and really make it personalized and nice and individual for that person who you're giving the card for. So there's just tons of cards. I use that cute little banner there. So I'll show you the 3 that I used, and there is so many more. So if you like these, definitely check out the All Aboard sets in the Your Next Stamp store. It's just so cute. There's birthday ones, Easter ones. It's just such an awesome set to have the All Aboard set and the train cards, and then there's always so many cute add-on ones that you can make individualized for certain cards. I also use the coordinating dies for the train cart set. So let's get started. Oh, one more thing. I also used the train track die, and I just cut out a whole bunch of them to make the bottom train tracks there, and it's so cute because the little train just looks perfect on that little spot. So to begin with, I'm going to stamp out all of my images. I'm using the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink, and I'm going to stamp out this first little train cart. And I'm also going to do the little clouds. I think they look so cute coming out of the top there. You could also have little gumdrops coming out or any type of thing you want coming out of the top there, but I thought the clouds would be perfect. And then I will have the Welcome Baby sentiment around there because it kind of looks like a cloud, and that's where the cute little conductor is going to go. So I'm just stamping out the little conductor there. I'm also going to stamp out the little blankets. That's such a cute little set. And then I also did stamp out these little baby blocks. And there was just so much to pick from. I was overwhelmed by all the choices. Such an awesome jam-packed set. Really nice value for it. And even these little pieces you could use on tags if you didn't want to buy the actual train carts or you wanted to get the baby set and purchase the train set later. You could still use all of these cute little images on the bottom of tags. They'd be so cute. There was just so many options. There's like a little teddy bear, a bunny. There's a little soother in a bottle. And then there was little babies. Some of them had bows and some of them were like little boy babies. So it was really perfect for being able to choose if you wanted it to be a girl card or a boy card. So now I'm going to add on some more different little carts, and I thought that cart would be so cute. I like how each of them are different. And I decided I would do This one here, I'll probably put the little blankets in, and then there was a bigger one. I just had so much fun picking all of the little images. And this would be fun too if you have like nieces or nephews or grandchildren or your own children. You could stamp these out and cut out all the little pieces and just have them in a little bowl as like kind of like a craft. That would be so cute. And they could color them up and make their own little picture with a train cart. Would be so sweet. So there's just so many ideas with these stamps. And then I did another of that little cart because I thought I would use one for the blocks and one for the blankets. I also decided to do the bear and the bunny. I use almost all of the pieces that I color up and stamp out. There's a few pieces I don't end up using, but that's okay. I'll just save them for another project. But I wanted to also put the little rattle there. And then there's the little soother, the little duck, and then the bottle. And also there was a cute little bib. So now I'm going to get into the coloring, and for the coloring I'm going to be using my Copic markers. To start out with, I'm just doing the orange beaks on all the little animals that had beaks in YR07 and YR02. And then I'm going to do the bluebird in B05. And I just thought these bluebirds would be so cute in the sky, kind of on either side of the sentiment or at the back or the front of the train. Then I used B02 and B00. And then for the belly of that bird, I just used BG13 and BG10 just to give a nice little light colored belly. For the next part, I do the little teddy bear in E59, E57, and E55. And there is quite a bit of coloring in this video. It's actually quite a lengthy video, so if you're not interested in seeing all the Copic coloring part, just fast forward through that part to see the putting together of the card and how I made it into a trifold card. That's totally fine. I know not everyone likes to see the coloring, but I know some of you do, so I thought I would leave it in. It's fun to be able to see the colors, and I know some people really enjoy that. So I did leave it in, but it's a lengthy video, so definitely feel free if you don't want to see all the coloring just to skip through that part. So I also used E53 on the belly of the bunny, or excuse me, on the bear. And then for the bunny, I used E34 and E30, and then I used R20 for the little ears. For the little chick, I used Y38, Y35, and Y32. And I just could not decide what colors to use. There was just so many options, and I wanted it to all kind of cohesively go together. And for my card, I was thinking I wanted it to be for a girl or a boy. I kind of wanted to have the card ready in my stash and know that I could put it for a girl or a boy. So I wanted to do the train kind of like a mint and pink color, so I chose E02 and or G02 and G00. And this train would be really cute paper pieced as well. And I use that same color for this part of the train as well. I really like that minty green color. It's really pretty. And then I did the little flag at the top. And the little baby is holding a balloon, which is really cute. This would be a great set too for baby birthdays. If it's like their first birthday or second birthday, you could add a little number coming out of the little spout on the train. That would be so cute. And you've got that little baby with the balloon. Then I'm going to do some pink colors. So for the pink, I'm using R83 and R81. And because it's very light, I go back in with the R83 just to make sure it's nice and darkened. And then I did the wheels in R83 and R81 as well. And later I add little gumdrops onto all the wheels, but I still color them all because I use the clear gumdrops, and so you're still able to see the color coming through, which looks really neat. Then I'm going to color the bottom part here in the same pink color. And I just had so much fun coloring these. I really just took my time and colored them all up. I just loved how there was so many choices, and I just love, it's like, reminds me of the paper dolls. If you've ever seen the paper dolls when you were young, I used to have those where you could just mix and match everything. That was kind of just how I felt with these cute little train sets. You can just mix and match all the little pieces, and they all cohesively go together so cute. So for the wheels, I used C4 and C2. I didn't want them to be black, but I just wanted them to be a darker gray color, and I thought that looked really nice. So then I go and do all of the wheels. And then I use the C4 and the C2 for them all. And then I'm just going to do this little outlined part here in the pink color, and I wanted to kind of stand out when I'm going to put it on the train spot. So then I also added the blue for the inside part. That little guy is just so cute. And then I had these cute little banners that came on the train cart set. I thought those were so cute for babies. And so I kind of did like a blue and mint color on those as well. So it was kind of like not girl or not boy. So I thought that looked so sweet. And I'm just coloring in every other little one. And then I'll go in with the blue colors or like the minty. So cute. And as I was putting my card together, I even thought if I had made more of these banners, they would have been really cute across the top of the card, kind of like a little banner at the top. So that's another cute idea you could use. And then I used that blue color that I used on the birds for the little hat of the conductor there. And then just using RV14 and RV13, I did the soother and the little nipple on the bottle. And then I'm using that same color combo for the first little bee block. So RV14 and RV13, and then I go and do the same color combo here for the little blanket. I'm not sure why I stamped out two. I think that was a mistake when I was doing it, so I only do color up one of them. But I use that same color combo on that cute little girl baby, and then I use that same blue color combo B2 and B00 that I used on the birds for the little blocks, and also for the little baby's diaper at the bottom there. And then I'm going to do a yellow block in Y38 and Y35 and Y32. And I just color in the middle in the lightest color. Same with the baby block, I used B00 and RV11. And then I'm going to just do the other little baby blanket there in that same blue color, and then also the yellow one. And then for the little ribbon, I'm just going to use that minty color, G02 and G00. And then for the last block, I'm going to use that same mint color tone. I kind of went more with a pastel color tone, but this would look really cute in some primary colors like red and blues and greens. That would look really nice with some bright yellows. So many ways you can color up these cute little images. For the balloon, I used the yellow color combo Y35 and Y32. And then I just did that rattle in RV13 and RV11. And the bottle I used B02 and B00. And then for the soother, I used Y35 and Y32. And then for this little cart, I'm using that original pink color, which was R83 and R81. And again, these would be so cute paper pieced. And there is a new baby paper pad that came out, so that would be really cute with those baby colors and baby patterns that come in that paper pad set. And so I kind of stick for all the carts with this mint green and the pink color tone, just so it all kind of coordinates together. So I tried to kind of go back and forth and make sure that I had some in the blue and some in the pink. And I tried to coordinate, so if it was a pink card, it had the mint wheels, and if it was a mint card, it had the pink wheels, just to kind of keep the color tones for each of the little carts. And my favorite cart is definitely the little tiny cart that I just did that comes at the end. It's always my favorite whenever I'm doing a card using these cute train carts from the All Aboard sets. I always love that little cart at the end because it's like the last little person who's going by, and I just think it's so sweet. I've made so many cards actually with this set. I've made, I think, 2 or 3 baby cards and a birthday card with this set, so I have really gotten my use out of this one already. I love it so much. And you can definitely get creative too. It doesn't even have to be all items that came from these sets. If it's not an All Aboard set, even if you just have a cute critter that you want to have peeking out of one of the carts, you can really get creative and add in any type of critters or animals that you want to have sticking out of the carts. So I did the baby blanket yellow, and now I'm just going to do the skin tones for all of the babies. So I'm using E11 and E00 on this one. And then for the next one, I'm using E13 just to darken it up a little, and then I go in with E11 and E00. And then I just added a little bit of brown there at the top for the hair and yellow for this little guy. And then I used E11 and E00. And then I just put some R20 for the cheeks, and I go back over it with the E00 just to blend it out. And then on to the last 2 little cuties. This one I used E13, E11, and E00. And then for this one I used E11 and E00. So cute. And then again with the R20 for the cheeks. And I blend it out with the R00. And then I just color in that last little heart, and I have all of my images colored. So I'm just taking my black jelly pen to add on the eyes and the nose for the little critters, and then I add on the little eyes for all the babies. It just makes it nice and dark, and it pops. And then I took my white jelly pen and I just added some accents on the wheels. It kind of gives it life like they're turning. And then I added on some little white dots on the cheeks of the bunny and bear. And then I added on a little spot for each of the cheeks for the babies and on the balloon. And then I just added a few little accents here and there. So now I'm going to take my wire snips and I cut apart all the dies, and then I'm just putting them onto my machine with my Post-it note tape and cutting them out. And I don't make you watch all of the cutting out, I just show that first one there. So for the card, I cut it at 5.5. And then at 4 inches, I score it, and then I flip it and score it at 4 inches. And then I just fold it, and then I just crease it. So that's really all there is to it. And then I do the same thing with the other paper, which I'm going to use for the bottom part. So I'm going to do it at 2 inches. So I'm just cutting it, and then I'm going to score it at 4 inches on one side and 4 inches on the other side. And I'm just scoring it there, and then it will set right perfect on the bottom. Now I'm taking the little train track die, and I'm going to cut it out, I believe 4 times, so that it can stretch all the way across the card. And I did it in that cute yellow combo. I thought it really made it pop. So I'm just taking my ATG gun and adhering this down, and it helped that I had it creased already because it really just folded up nicely. Such a cute little card. And so then I'm just taking my glue pen, and this is just a quickie glue pen, and I'm just adding glue onto all of the little bits of the track. And when I put it down, I just took my acrylic block and put it on top just to hold it nice and snug there for me. And then I'm doing the same thing, so it's basically just like a little pen, and glue comes out of it. So these are so perfect for little dies, or if you have scripty sayings and you want to get into those tiny little spots. And it holds really nice and snug. I just find that at first when you put it down, it really just needs the acrylic block so that it can get stuck onto the paper nicely. So that's an important part of putting the acrylic block on. And then it does go right over the side, but I just hold it down, and then I can just take my scissors and trim that off once it's nice and sealed. So I'm just going to add on that cute little conductor, and I'm just kind of putting on the pieces to see where they'll go. I kind of had an idea as I die cut them all out. I kind of set them on the table how I want them to be. And see that cute end card? It is so cute. That's always my favorite. So now that I have my little pieces on here and it lifted up a little bit, so I added a little bit more glue here. I probably should have let each piece sit longer with the acrylic block, but I was kind of trying to rush, so just make sure that you give it enough time to dry for the little train tracks. So I'm just going to adhere on this first little one, and that's going to just be the main part which you see. And so then I kind of have all the other train tracks following as you open it up. And you can just get so creative sticking in all of your little items. I put the baby blanket in that one and that little baby. And then I added on that cute little bunting with the bows. And what I did was I just added adhesive near the bottom of the train track so that I could stick things in the top as I felt as I was going. And then I'm going to put on that other little bunting. And you can kind of just see, I left this part in so you can kind of see the process of how I made my card. I kind of just fiddle around with the pieces and move them about until I'm happy with where they are. And then I stick on that little one at the end. And then I had that cute little bird. I actually had two birds, but I'm not sure where the second bird went. It's somewhere around my desk or on the floor, but I ended up using that bird there at the end. And I love the baby blocks. They look so cute. And then I thought I would stick in this little baby here. And then I put in that little bunny there and the little teddy bear. And then I stuck that little guy there at the top. I thought that would be fun, just to kind of give it some different height. And then he has the bottle, and I'm just putting on the clouds. If I was to make my card again, I feel like I would have made it go a little bit higher to take away some of that empty space at the top. Although I am happy to have that because I do like to write a lot of messages in my cards, but I think I would have moved it up just a tiny bit. And I kind of fuss about to see if I can fit in any more of these other little pieces, and I think I just leave it. So I'm going to add on a sentiment, and I want to have a sentiment on the front part, since at first when you open the card, you're just going to see the front, but then I want to fill up a little bit of that white space. So I'm just going to put the welcome baby, and I think that looks so cute, especially for the front panel. And then for the second part, I'm going to use that cute little sentiment that says choo choo. And I think it'd be really cute if I stamped it twice, so I do one and then I stamp another one. And I leave a little space. I can add in some gumdrops. So for the gumdrops, I'm taking the Magical Pastel, and it matches so perfectly with the colors I went with. So I added a yellow and pink at the end there, and then I added a yellow, pink, and blue at the top here. And then I took these clear ones and I put the clear ones on the wheels, and I just think that made the card. It looked so cute, and it makes it just really come to life. And you can still see the little color below it, which I love. And then I took one to put on either side of the choo-choo. So that was my trifold card project. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you'll try making one. It was so much fun, and you can really just get a ton of use out of all of your little images. So I'll be sure to link all of the products that I shared with you in the description box. I would love if you leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to Your Next Stamp YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye now.